On September 11th, 3 BC, a hidden message appeared in the stars. Constellations and planets predicted an event that actually happened directly below. This is what people saw who were looking at the sky on the night Jesus was born. The sun had lit the midsection of the constellation Virgo, the Virgin. The sky was actually hinting that she was carrying something. But the next star phenomenon is where things get interesting. This wasn't just any child. Two of the brightest lights in the sky moved towards each other, slowly, night by night, until finally, on September 11th, they overlapped. Now, people who were looking at the sky that night, they knew this wasn't just a meeting of any two stars, because these stars had names and stories. One was Jupiter, the king planet, and the other was Regulus, the king star, and they met in a third royal sign, the constellation Leo, a lion, which was a symbol associated with ancient kings. So here you have three king objects in the sky meeting together. This was the sky itself shouting that a royal birth had taken place. But that's actually only the tip of the iceberg. People would have wanted to know where this king had been born, and the biggest clue was within the constellation Leo. If you were living in that region, the lion meant one thing. It was the royal symbol of a specific tribe, the tribe of Judah. So anyone who studied the skies knew somewhere in Judah, a world-changing ruler had just been born. But the skies weren't just announcing a king, they were also revealing a threat. Right beneath Virgo was a sprawling, serpent-shaped constellation. So ancient people would have looked at it like this serpent was here ready to strike as soon as this child was born. Later, John would have a vision in Revelation 12, and it would tell us this. The great dragon stood before the woman who was about to give birth, so that he might devour the child. To the biblical writers, this serpent dragon represented Satan and the powers of darkness. The clear message here was that Jesus was born into a cosmic war, and the enemy was already waiting for a chance to strike. So over the next 2 years, something even more stunning would happen in the sky. Jupiter, the king planet, would leave Leo and make its way towards Virgo's midsection. So it appeared to an ancient person as if the king planet had entered the Virgin's womb. But once there, Jupiter entered retrograde, which means it circled in the area of Virgo's womb. This would give the appearance that the Virgin constellation would give birth to a king. Now, we actually have some evidence that people from other religions saw this story playing out in the sky, and they understood what it meant. In the Nativity story, some wise men visit Jesus, but did you know these guys were actually priest astronomers from another religion? They were actually a mix of Persian and Babylonian religion, but even they recognized that this was the sign of a divine king being born. So what if God strategically timed certain events in history, like the birth of Jesus, so that when people looked up at the sky that night, they would know who Jesus is? In Michael Heiser's book, Reversing Herman, he says that he believes Paul hints at this in Romans chapter 10, when he says, "Have they not heard? Indeed they have, for their voice has gone out to all the earth, and their words to the ends of the world." Heiser asks, whose voice is Paul talking about here? The answer is in Psalm 19, 1-4, because that's what Paul is quoting from. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the sky above proclaims his handiwork. Day to day pours out speech, and night to night reveals knowledge. So that's a clue. There is no speech, nor are there words whose voice is not heard. Their voice goes out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. The voice is the cycle of day and night. It's the stars, which apparently God used to reveal Jesus. I made a free PDF with all the info on the astral prophecy and some discussion questions for groups. So if you want it, see the link in the video description. But there is still one more hidden message to this story. This time it's hidden in the date of Jesus' birth. September 11th was a date that marked a major biblical event that no one could forget. And we're gonna find out what it is and what it says about Jesus in this video next.